A Day on the Focus. Hey everyone, and welcome back to A Day on the Focus. It's Anne here, your friendly neighborhood history buff, ready to dive into the fascinating and sometimes frankly bizarre events of January 6th. Buckle up, Buttercup, because today's historical highlights are a roller coaster. We're starting way back in 1066. Yep, the year of the Norman Conquest. On this very day, Harold Godwinson was crowned King of England. A pretty big deal, right? Except it sparked a whole succession crisis that led to William the Conqueror showing up and basically saying, "Nope, I'm king now." Talk about a Monday morning surprise. Fast forward a bit to 1492. Ferdinand and Isabella, the Catholic monarchs, finally waltz into Granada, ending the long and bloody Granada War. Time for a celebratory tapas, I'd say. And because we love a good royal wedding, or royal unwedding, let's jump to 1540. King Henry VIII, never one to shy away from a marital drama, marries Anne of Cleves. Let's just say this union didn't exactly last. Poor Anne. Then, in 1781, the British thwarted a French invasion attempt of Jersey. A bit of a victory for the Brits, but can you imagine if things had gone differently? History would look awfully different. Let's hop over to 1839. Ireland gets hit by the Night of the Big Wind, which, as the name suggests, was intense. More than 20% of Dublin's houses were damaged or destroyed. That's a lot of broken windows. And for all you music lovers, 1870 marks the opening of Vienna's Musikverein. I bet that place has seen some wild parties over the years. 1912 was a big year. New Mexico joined the U.S. as the 47th state, woohoo, and Alfred Wegener first proposed his theory of continental drift. Can you imagine explaining that one back in 1912? The continents they're moving? More recently, 1994 brought the infamous Nancy Kerrigan attack at the U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Tonya Harding's ex-husband, clearly not a fan of graceful skating, had a go at Kerrigan. Definitely added some spice to the competition. And finally, in 2000, the very last Pyrenean ibex, Celia, was sadly killed by a falling tree. That's a pretty somber note to end on, but it does highlight the fragility of nature. A Day on the Focus, the story. So, what does it all mean? How do these seemingly random historical tidbits connect? Let's imagine a time-traveling historian, a bit scatterbrained but brilliant, named Professor Penelope. She's working on a wild theory. Historical events are all interconnected through a kind of chaotic butterfly effect. Professor Penelope believes that if King Henry VIII hadn't had such a disastrous marriage to Anne of Cleves, he might have been less focused on his religious reforms, leading to a less fragmented England, which, in turn, could have altered the course of the French invasion of Jersey in 1781, leading to, well, the possibilities are endless. She posits this to her incredulous colleagues during her latest conference, which has a curious side effect when the room's powerful air conditioning system suddenly malfunctions, causing a strong gust of wind to sweep through the room and scatter papers, echoing, strangely enough, the Night of the Big Wind. And what does the fall of the last Pyrenean ibex have to do with anything? Penelope believes it's the perfect, albeit tragic, metaphor for the constant shift and change throughout history. A reminder that even the most seemingly permanent things can suddenly vanish, leaving us to question the stability of what we consider our own reality. You just never know what unexpected wind will blow your papers away. That's history for you folks, one big unexpected wind. Thanks for tuning in to A Day on the Focus. Join me tomorrow for another fascinating look at the past.